We're talking about how the Senate may have prevented a rail workers' strike. We're also looking ahead to a few big games happening this weekend. It's The 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. We made it. It's Friday, December 2nd. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. First up, the Senate passed a bill to prevent a potentially devastating railroad strike. The bill now goes to President Biden, who's expected to sign it. The bill will force a deal between railroad companies and unions and avoid a strike on December 9th. The deal includes the biggest pay increase rail workers have seen in decades, but it doesn't have any paid sick days. That's the issue workers have cared the most about throughout this whole thing. A strike would have huge ramifications on the economy, which is why Congress made the rare decision to step in. At number 2, a court has shut down a special master's review of the Mar-a-Lago documents. A little reminder of how we got here. Former President Donald Trump is being investigated for potentially mishandling government information. Thousands of documents were seized from his Florida home as part of that investigation. Then a judge appointed an outside expert called a special master to decide whether any of that material should be kept away from criminal investigators. That meant that federal prosecutors couldn't access the documents taken from Mar-a-Lago during that review. That will change after yesterday's ruling, so it's a big win for the Justice Department and its team. Trump could still appeal, though. The Supreme Court will weigh in on President Biden's student loan relief plan. That's our third story today. Justices announced yesterday that they'll hear the case in February. The program is facing multiple legal challenges. In the meantime, the plan will stay on hold. It would cancel up to $20,000 in federal student loan debt for millions of people. Number 4. The Colorado River could face a doomsday scenario as soon as July. Water could get so low in Lake Powell that its hydroelectric dam needs to be shut down. That means that much less water would flow to Arizona, Nevada, and California. This matters because millions of people rely on the Colorado River for things like drinking water, hydroelectric power, and irrigation for farming. Number 5. The TSA wants to start scanning your face at airports. The security agency is testing facial recognition technology at 16 major airports. It hopes to roll it out across the U.S. as soon as next year. Kiosks with cameras would check your ID instead of a human, unless you ask for a different option. The TSA says this is more secure, but there are privacy concerns. At number 6, college football's championship picture will come into focus this weekend. At stake is the spot in the college football playoff. We've got a quick rundown of the games to watch. You've got USC versus Utah. That one is today at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. Then there's TCU versus Kansas State. That's tomorrow at noon on ABC. Now, if USC and TCU win, they're probably in, with Georgia and Michigan. But a loss by either could clear a path for Ohio State, and you've always got to watch out for those Buckeyes. The 4 playoff teams will be revealed on Sunday at noon on ESPN. Number 7 is more my kind of football. The U.S. men's soccer team plays the Netherlands at the World Cup tomorrow. This is the knockout round, which means that the U.S. has to win or be eliminated from the tournament. So there's one big question mark, whether star Christian Pulisic will be able to play. He was injured while scoring the only goal in Tuesday's win over Iran.
There's still more to come. I'm taking it day by day right now, and I will do everything in my power to work with this medical team and make sure that I can play.
The match kicks off at 10 a.m. Eastern Time and will be live on Fox Sports. And if you don't have cable, The Post has a roundup of how to stream it. And there you are. You're ready for today and for the weekend. Thanks for listening, and please tell somebody about the show. It's especially important to us in these first few weeks and months. Rate us, review us, all of it helps. The Seven is edited by John Taylor. Tess Holman and Jamie Ross are the staff writers. And Tess, happy birthday, and same to our assistant producer, Taylor White. Shout out to all the Sagittarius energy around here. We're better because of it. Our copy editors are Francis Moody and Brian Malasik. Sound design and mixing is by Jim Briggs. The theme is by Edith Mudge. And a quick shout out to Nora Mustafa, Demi Walls, and Valerie Amirati of our Next Gen team, who have done so much to help this podcast get rolling. I'm Jeff Pierre. Have a great weekend, and we will do this again on Monday.